I'm not doing it. I'm not.
Okay, verse of the day.
Okay.
Everybody just went, yes, we cut through all the shenanigans and tomfoolery and got right to the heart of the matter.
They're like, they think we actually care about what they did last night, but we don't.
No.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Yes. Yeah. New format.
Finally, this is the day in 7 minutes.
There it is.
Airs every day from 8 to 8:07.
Just what you've been waiting for.
It's like anybody who is actually has a very religious kind of mindset who thinks this is part of their religious duty just was like, oh God, thank you so much.
I can get out of this so quick. It's gonna be so fast.
They're praying. Lord,
Why?
please end this show.
Please, I'm stuck in this cycle and I can't get out.
Nah, only watch if you want.
True.
Facts. Welcome.
Welcome.
To This Is the Day. You said you weren't gonna do it.
I wasn't gonna.
You weren't gonna go first.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna start it.
Okay.
I should have said start.
Here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, the problem.
A problem.
Here's a problem.
A problem.
One of perhaps many. On my way in today, I was like, Arianna's hosting. I think I'll be extra bratty. I mean, seriously, I'm not kidding. This was my exact thought process. And then as I pulled into the lot, I was like, what if she decides to be extra bratty? Because I've noticed that you're a bit of a brat.
Today especially.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was planning on it.
Yeah.
That is how I tend to be.
You put the rat in brat.
Oh my gosh. That's like, you just discovered one of the greatest insults of all time. You're not only calling someone a brat, but you're calling them a rat.
See, here's what you don't understand. Like, if we get into a brat contest, you have no shot. I mean, you're amazing.
No.
And you're really good at things. But I have a sister who's 5 years older than me.
Yeah, and I'm an only child.
You're an only child.
Hey,
so
listen. I'm an only child.
No practice whatsoever. And I'm like, I've been a brat my whole, I never stopped.
All right.
Yeah.
All
so,
right.
I mean, I can turn it on and, yeah.
Okay. You'd think maybe being an only child would have helped me out.
Make you a little more bratty?
Make me a little more bratty.
I think
Maybe it did.
You're probably spoiled.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want a pony.
No, I am. And I do want a pony. Dad, if you're watching. Christmas is coming.
Yeah, Inn's my youngest. Every time she says something nice to me, which is all the time she does something, I go, you get a pony.
I genuinely, I feel like pony's the default for small children. I actually genuinely would inquire. Like, Dad, here's the thing. We've got a yard. It's got a fence. How much room do you need for a small horse? If I was good enough, do you think maybe we could build a barn? Like, no. What? You're not asking for a dog or like a hamster. No. I genuinely inquired about the horse.
Small horse, pony. How do you feel about the mini horse?
Oh, mini horse was a preferred.
That's preferred option.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the wiener dog of the horse family.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. We almost bought a mini horse.
Did you?
Yeah. Have you heard this?
You should have. I feel like maybe I have.
Yeah, I just because, I mean, I was at a mini horse auction.
Okay, wait. You went to a mini horse auction without a actual desire, like a firm desire to come home with a mini horse? You just happened to find yourself at a mini horse auction?
The Sumstress and I went into an arena they were auctioning off mini horses.
Okay.
And when we walked in, the animal was a paddle, that you bid with.
You're like, oh.
And they were like, okay. And this was like 20 years ago. And we didn't know, we just knew he liked mini horses. We wanted to see, it was like free entertainment. That's how broke we were. We're like,
just like, yay!
Free entertainment. We don't have to pay to watch the mini horses trot out.
Yeah,
and we're going to see all these mini horses.
Yeah.
And then they started selling for like $300.
And you're like,
And Summer's going, how much money do we have in our bank account? I'm like, I think like $400. And she goes, well, we get paid in, like we're doing, she's like, get one.
like, we can make it work.
That one, right? Like where she's got one picked, like, you know, that's coming out. And like, we're sitting there debating, like, in our house with our little yard, could we?
You're like, we could probably make this work if
It would
we,
have been horrible.
We sell one of our cars and we carpool everywhere. And
I think we only had one car at the time. I think we were doing that already. I mean, it was like,
we can carpool on the mini horse.
look, we can't afford cable. Let's get a mini horse to play with.
But that one, yes.
It was fun. It was like,
That's amazing.
no,
We should
really
get
close.
one. We should get one. We should.
The mini horses are attainable. Like, you think MCC needs a mini horse?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I could get down on that.
And need is the right word. It's not, I don't think it's so much of a want. I think now that we've discovered that they're so attainable, I think that it's a need.
Yeah, if we had a staff mini horse, I mean, I would gladly pay for the mini horse. I just don't want to be responsible for it.
I'll be responsible for it.
Yeah.
So
No,
you'll,
no, you won't.
I will.
You put the rat in brat. You sucked me right in there to get a mini horse.
A mini horse.
My goodness.
Life. Now we're getting one. So
I
that's
just got-
how you do it, folks.
Just got played.
This is the day to get a mini horse.
What
from Bo.
happened? You came out bratty and ended up with a horse.
Yes, that's typical day in the life of me.
I got suckered by an only child.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
I've been disappointing kids for 20 years.
I'm not getting a mini
I
horse.
had no problem with it.
Duh.
But you lied. Yeah,
Yes,
I know.
I did.
Okay.
You're not getting one. No! I'll be distraught for one day.
Welcome to This Is the Day with Arianna. Gonna say welcome?
Yes, welcome. And also, that's my name. And also, won't you say welcome? It's a play on won't, but with Bo. Won't you say welcome? And it's a pun that I just made, and it's super good. And
You put
you're
the
welcome.
in pun.
Words are really hurtful this morning, Bo. It's fine. I just have to work the whole day in the same building as you after this.
That's fine.
I'm just very sad.
Work.
Hurt.
Actually, I'm kidding. You got a great work ethic. I don't know.
That's why you can make fun of it.
I know it. Well, I don't know. There's some others I make fun of it. One Sandy Collins. I'm always like, make work your favorite. How about that? How about that? How about we move into that realm? All right.
Welcome. I'll do the welcome now that we're 9 minutes in. Hey, welcome to This Is the Day. I'm Arianna, and that's Bo.
The incomparable.
No, just Bo.
Well, I mean, why would you want to be compared? I don't want to be. Incomparable. All right. So glad you would join us on This Is the Day. Arianna, we know that your life is just incomparable.
It's true.
So we all got to know, what did you do last night?
You know, last night, I went to Target.
Let's go.
Target. I haven't been to a Target in so long. So long because I will go to the Target and I will walk around. I need one thing. I'm like, oh, I need sponges. Oh, and then I leave with like 9,000 things I didn't need. And I get home and I go, I forgot the sponges. So I don't go to Target because it's unhealthy for me because I don't know how to do it without spending money I don't need. Yesterday, I had a reason to go and I only bought things that I needed. And it was amazing because the things that I needed were also things that I wanted. And not only am I excited about the purchases that I made, I am also proud of myself for not making unnecessary purchases. And it was an excellent night. And I know you're now wanting so badly to know what I got at Target, so I'll tell you. Thing number one of those scrubby brushes that you get down at the bottom of cups and stuff, dishes. that was one thing. That wasn't what I was so excited about, but that was a thing that I bought at Target.
Do you want me to wait till the end, or can I jump in?
No,
at
you
any
can jump
point?
in whenever. I
know I
hoping that you might.
interrupted. No, it's okay. I love the scrubby brushes.
Yeah.
Love them.
They're very helpful.
The sumpstress throws them away.
What?
It's
They're
like
multi-use.
she won't let me have them.
Why?
I love them.
What else?
Because I like to do dishes too.
Oh, that is something we cannot relate on.
Well, it's like everybody leaves me alone when it's time to do dishes.
You're like, I do not like the
I
task
am alone
itself.
in the kitchen, like with
like
the
the
dogs,
vibe.
just kind of like, hey man, if there's any crumbs. Okay.
You're like,
But I love those things. But yeah, they get chucked. Go ahead.
okay, so that was one. Then the other things I got a new notebook, I got note cards, I got a note card holder, I bought more erasable pens. By the way, if you've never used an erasable pen, you need to get on erasable pens, because you look like you're writing with the confidence of someone who doesn't make mistakes, but you can make as many mistakes as you want. And the way my brain works sometimes is I think too far ahead into the sentence I'm trying to write, and then I start writing letters from words that are further down in the sentence. And then my word is just a weird mash of letters that don't make any sense. So erasable pens are very good for me, because that happens very often in my life. I think that's it. Is that it? I think that's all I got. I feel like I bought more things than that. I think that's it.
We've renamed Target in my family.
What is it?
It's called 175.
Because of the price point
Yeah.
that you have to spend every time you go in there?
It's just it's 175.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what we go, like, hey, I need you to run by Target and get some milk.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna need $200 cash in my hand right now. What? Milk? Yes, I heard what you wanted, but we're going to Target.
We're gonna run into Target, $175.
Just gonna quick run out.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
certain things, like, I mean, just whatever. There's always
I know.
something.
And they position it so that it's well done, Target.
He said to me the last time we were there, it was last weekend, he goes, we're checking out, and he goes, 175. And I go, no way. We're not even anywhere near that. I forgot about the 40-pound bag of dog food I dropped on it. I had him put on the bottom of the cart. He points. I'm like, oh.
You're like 175.
175.
All right.
I call Walgreens 50.
I
don't know what it is
agree
about that
Target.
place.
I don't agree Walgreens. Wait, but you were saying something a while ago about Walgreens having like a sale.
Yeah, see,
thing. I don't
no.
go to Walgreens ever.
Then you don't need to know, and I don't need to
Okay, that's
give away
good because then.
my thing.
But then I'll know and it'll be $50.
Orange tags.
Orange tags.
Just look, it's fun. It's like a little scavenger hunt.
Okay. Interesting. I'll keep it in mind. Next time I'm going to a CVS, I'll be like, no. Turn around. Go down the street 2 feet. Oh, Walgreens.
Speaking of the budget,
Mm-hmm.
Linda Hamill, who is our finance person here at MCC, it did comment in the chat that the mini horse is not in the budget because
Linda.
that's the thing. She's future forward thinking, very good steward of the resources that come in here. And even if I buy the mini horse, you have mini horse upkeep expenses, and that's not in this year's budget. So,
But this year's almost over, so we can budget it into next year's budget.
No,
Because by the time this month ends, it's fine.
yeah, our fiscal year starts September 1.
You're right.
Yeah.
This is why I'm not the finance person here at MCC.
So basically, all I'm telling you is, Mom said no.
Okay.
We can't get
Linda.
we can't get a mini horse. I was gonna do it,
Listen.
but Linda said no.
Linda, I'm just asking you to keep an eye on the funds, and if anything opens up, if we can pull from any ministries or cut anything, a mini horse would be, I think, where we need to allot that money to.
That's
I'm
right.
just,
Okay. Well put. Well
keep
put.
your eye on it. But I respect that. Okay, understood. Bo,
What?
the question that everyone wants me to ask. What did you do last night?
I had an elders meeting.
You're just gonna say it?
I did.
You're just gonna
Yeah.
come
Via
right
Zoom.
out and
It was great. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about all kinds of vision that God's given us for the future, and some new opportunities to reach more people in more places in the shortest time. And our Christmas special, I'm praying over that, and excellent time.
Sweet.
Yeah, I love our church, really every part of it, and so it's really exciting to see the attitude of the leaders of MCC just being like, man, we're hopeful and we're joyful, and we've been talking a lot with the staff too about being lighthearted this Christmas. And how important that is. And that doesn't mean that we ignore the gravity of what's going on around us or even in us in our own lives and worlds and homes. But that we do cast our burdens onto Jesus because he cares for us, our anxieties on him. And all of us who are heavy burdened and, really heavy hearted, we come and we lay our burdens, we trust him with them. And as we do that, we take his burden, and his burden is light. And, so to be lighthearted and full of joy this Christmas, and to be able to share that with others, and then I think too we're able to help other people hand their burdens to Jesus as well. So that's pretty really special to kind of be living that out. Not kind of, definitely, but in community too. Sharing that with others who are talking about what that looks like and how they're experiencing it and how they're sharing that.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Awesome. Good night.
Yeah, so really good.
Sweet.
Really, really good. All right, how about the verse of the day?
Now it's time.
YouVersion Bible app gives us the verse of the day. We're jumping into Isaiah 43. So in Isaiah 43, there's a passage there that talks about, see, I'm doing a new thing. Do you not see it? Do you not perceive it? That would be the Isaiah 43 verse that I usually think about. So this was a different one for me that I don't usually. So Isaiah 43:2 says, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. I'll read it one more time. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. All right, Arianna, what jumps out at you?
I'm always a big fan of the visual. This one lays it right out for you.
What do you got? Well, there's several.
Okay, so when I was reading through this verse this morning and this chapter, what struck me was right before this verse, the very end of the last verse, the verse before, which is the first verse of the chapter, says, I have summoned you by name, you are mine. And that caught me not off guard, but in a good way, grabbed my attention because it says summoned. And I was thinking about what it means to be summoned. And in my brain, immediately, it went to a physical summoning, like you are coming to something or someone is summoning you somewhere. And in my mind, I was just thinking about that, like God has summoned us by name, and as we walk closer to him, we will pass through the waters, we will pass through the fire, and he will be with us through it all. So growing closer to God will bring trials and hardships and hard times, but he will continue to be faithful and continue to walk through it with us. And it doesn't mean that the closer we get, the less those things will happen. It may even mean all the more we feel under fire and in the flames. But he is summoning us for a reason, and we are walking in the right direction even through that, and he is with us always. And I was just, the summoning kind of wrapped it in a different way than when I had just read through it on its own, and when I read through just the chapter. When I just read through those two verses, I just was able to have a kind of cool revelation about just that visual also. It was cool.
Yeah, that's really rad. Because, like, I didn't think about that. If he's summoning us to him and we're following him, this is something we talk about a lot, that it's not that he keeps us from going through difficult things. But what he's saying is I'm summoning you, but when you pass through the waters, I'll be with you. When you pass through the rivers, they'll not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you'll not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. So he's saying, I'm summoning you, and we are going to do this.
Right, like I'm not calling you to something and then leaving you on your own. I'm not saying, hey, come here, but I'm gonna be looking in the other direction while you walk through this really difficult thing that truly is very difficult. He's saying, like, yes, I'm asking you to come, and I'm asking you to be faithful, I'm asking you to trust me, but I'm going to remain faithful to you and be with you in the same way. Yeah. Cool. And there's more to the verse before that, you know what I mean? But that part, the very last bit into that, caught me in a new way when I had just read the two together. So that was cool.
I'm surprised. I mean, there may have been one. I've just never heard a song with these. This is like the chorus or the lyrics. When you pass through the
Yeah,
waters, it's very lyrical. I will be with you. When you pass through the rivers, they'll not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze.
It is
I mean, that would be
very
like a refrain, right? The
Yeah.
flames will not set you ablaze. The flames, I mean, I could hear that being repeated.
I'm not sure if, I don't think there is a song that, there's not a song that I know that is exactly this verse. This theme is reoccurring in a lot of
Yeah, I've never
worship,
heard this
but
in a
not
song.
specifically, no.
But this would, anyway, if anybody's
I'm trying to
listening
think.
who's good at that, this would make a really, I think, wonderful
Yeah, that's really cool.
worship song.
I'm writing it down. Song.
Yeah.
Not a songwriter, but
Well, it's already written.
that's true. Perfect. This is perfect for me.
I know. There's some. I did. Maybe someday I'll share it. I wrote like a kind of a real song.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of goofy, funny songs, and not just the ones I make up on the spot that are really terrible. Some that are
Terrible, I
just a
love
little less terrible. But wrote a couple of worship songs with my middle school students when I was a middle school pastor. But one of them we did was just write out of a psalm. And the title, it was
Yeah.
the title of the psalm. And I just had read it one day and I started singing it, and we figured out like a chord progression for it, and we sang it like every week.
That's a great
fun.
way to memorize scripture.
Oh,
That's
for sure.
All the time, that's how I not have to do it, but choose to do it, especially with the Psalms, because they just work so well, because that's how essentially they were written, but oftentimes. But even with other verses, sometimes I'll just put them to music. Just for myself, it's nothing good. It's just memorable. So if you've ever, I don't know, if you've ever been struggling to memorize scripture, try putting it to any melody that comes to your brain, like the first one that comes to your brain, because that will more times than not, for me at least, be the most memorable, because it's what came to my mind. And then just sing it over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I don't know, it helps me. It's a pretty quick way, and it usually sticks with you.
Yeah, one of my all-time favorite worship groups. I mean, actually, I really love their other kind of music too, but a group called Water Deep. And they did a couple of worship albums, one Enter the Worship Circle, and it's almost all the scripture in them is just really fantastic. And I love that because I memorized a lot of scripture just by singing those songs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
This would be cool. Verse of the day, that's worth sharing.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Okay, so close the calendar. It's getting a little high on its horse.
Okay.
Not a mini horse. It's trying to get up high on that.
If you're not
on
up
its high
high,
horse.
yeah, no. All right, fine.
It's declaring itself to be so amazing.
Oh, I bet you are.
So amazing.
Sure.
So here's the page for today. So amazing.
Ha ha ha. That's funny.
The
'Cause
top right
get it?
corner.
Do you get it?
Yeah, it actually says so amazing. It's
Because
amazing.
it's a maze. Yeah. Were you amazing?
Was I amazing? No, but you put the zing in amazing. So yes, it's
I'm
nice.
no longer a rat.
No, you're still right.
I'm an amazing rat.
So just on the mazes, I start at the finish. Are you a finish starter?
What?
Are you a finish starter?
You start? Am I?
Yeah. When you do a maze,
Do
are you
you
a
think
finish
I'm
starter?
a finish starter?
Uh-huh.
You do?
Yeah. You start at the end and work your way back?
Yeah, you're right.
I know. Am I? Or are you lying to me?
No, you're right.
You're totally a finish starter, aren't
Yeah,
you?
you're right. You're right. I was gonna say I'm not, but I am.
You can't. Don't lie.
You'd be like, no. I start from the. I mean, it depends, but yeah, no. I like the working backwards method.
Me too.
I think it works the best.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the best ways to solve a problem. Not start with the problem, but start with where you want to be and work
And
your way
then be
back.
like, how do we get?
Yeah, this is where I want to go. All right, so I'm gonna work my way back each step to where I know where to start.
That's a good mindset too.
It's too overwhelming. I mean,
everywhere.
you're always, because if you start at the start, then every step you take, you're still at the start. So you're still starting over all the
It's frustrating
time.
because if you get stuck, you're going back to the start and you're starting over.
Yeah.
Mindset.
Well,
It's
it's like-
all about the mindset when you're doing mazes, people. Really got to get into it.
Yeah.
Start at the finish. So you started at the finish and you did it.
Yeah, I just work back. But it doesn't matter. The answer's on the back.
Can I see it?
Yeah, I know.
So you actually didn't. You didn't do it.
I
right?
did do the maze.
You did the maze. Oh yeah, yeah. He did the maze. It's just it's not right.
I crossed a solid line.
I think that's the entire point of mazes, right? Is to not.
No, I'm
cross the lines.
a barrier breaker.
Oh, okay. You're a trailblazer.
I'm a barrier breaker. I don't.
You're like, oh, you said no?
Oh, there's
We're
only
going through that wall.
There's only one way to do this.
Oh, I just don't think so.
so.
I don't subscribe to that.
I'm gonna go right through that hard line.
You said that's impossible? No, I'm not agreeing. I don't agree.
I've never met a line I didn't want to cross.
I don't even know where you crossed. Oh, I do know. I see. About halfway through, they were like, no.
The best thing is I didn't know that I'd crossed the line until I looked at the answer.
You were like, wait a second.
Which is my whole life. Wait, there was a line?
There was I'm sorry. It's not that I knew I went through the line. I just didn't see the line.
If I'd known there was a line.
Listen, I would not have crossed the line.
I wouldn't have crossed it.
If I didn't, if I'd seen it, yeah.
Ignorance.
They say it's bliss. I think.
Yeah.
They do.
Who's they?
They. You know.
We went, so there's this football stadium in Texas where the Dallas Cowboys play. They call it Jerry's World.
Really?
Yeah, Jerry Jones built. It's like one of the biggest, grandest, most awesome. So the year they opened this stadium, Cowboys tickets are really expensive and really crowded, but they do high school playoff games there. So my dad had been a high school football coach, and so one of the things we would do usually we'd go to a high school football playoff game. And so he's like, hey, let's go down there and go to a game. I'm like, great. So Ace is with us, and my brother-in-law was with us, and we start walking up, and there's this massive line because they only have like one place because you have to buy your tickets at the gate. There's this line. It's just forever. And I was like, oh man. And I got in line with my brother-in-law, and my dad goes, I'll be back. And we're standing in line, and he comes back. I hear, which is his whistle for me.
Okay.
I was like, and he's 100 yards away, and he goes, but we'll lose our spot in line. I mean, now there's like 100 people behind us.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, so we walk over. He's got all the tickets. I go, how'd you do that? He goes, I just walked right up to the gate over there. And I'm like, but there's a line. He goes, yeah, I'm old. People don't care.
You're like, okay.
Just like that.
Okay.
And I went, like, what'd you do? He goes, I walked right up there to ask a question, and the guy behind me was like, hey, there's a line. I said, what'd you do? And he goes, oh, it was like, oh, I'll go, He says, no, go ahead.
And you're like, nice. That's how you do it.
Can't wait to get old.
For this reason.
Kid you not, told that story once, so just in case you're thinking this, told this story in a sermon one time, and I got this big old long note about how we were teaching my kid to be like a liar and a cheat, and I was like, chill out. My good,
cool.
And it had a good point in the sermon or whatever, I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, right, it was just like
good memory with my dad.
You're like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, for all and my dad is the sort too, where he could have totally just done that on accident, and he would have completely played it off like it was on purpose.
He's like, yes, that is. Yep.
He's cool that way.
Yeah.
No.
You can't let people know when you're accidentally cool when you're cool, because.
I'm gonna go with you on that one.
I was just as confused as you were.
Okay.
Saying it.
I'm not sure that's possible. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then, so it's so amazing. There was a line. Anyway, in my kitchen, there's another calendar. And on the fridge, and it goes as a national day to celebrate. And today is National Green Bean Casserole Day.
Okay. I have a question.
Okay.
I'm not playing this up. This isn't a bit. This is a genuine question, okay? I truly have never had a green bean casserole.
You've never tasted?
No. No, that's not true. I think that I have, like, in leftovers, when it's kind of picked apart and it's not fully intact kind of thing. But I can't remember a time. I'm just saying I probably have in passing in like reheating things that people have brought over or something, but I've never seen a green bean casserole and cut into it and had green bean casserole. And truly, I don't know what it contains other than green beans.
I'm not 100% certain. It's been a while since I've had it, but green beans and probably like cream of mushroom soup.
Oh, really?
Maybe. I think that's a common ingredient in a lot of casseroles. And then on top, it's usually got like the onion straw kind of.
Oh, really?
Crunchy things.
Oh, because I've not even really seen it.
Could have been done other ways. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I like green beans. I'm not saying like I don't like it or I like it. I really was unsure what it was. Cause yeah, I don't know.
I thought it usually be it's fine. I'm not anti. I think it's National Green Bean Casserole Day because today is the day you throw out all the leftovers. From anything that may be left from things, it's gone.
Yeah, it's been a week.
You gotta get rid of that stuff. Take care of business.
Yeah.
And there's some of that left.
That's the only thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, do you know any green beans?
What?
Do you know any green beans?
Okay, my what was not actually because I didn't hear the question.
Okay.
It was more because I have absolutely no idea what that means, and the first thing that came to my head was the green beaner dog.
The green beaner dog.
So I do know the green beaner dog.
Yeah.
We met once.
Well, and you probably know of. There's a difference between knowing and knowing
Yeah,
of.
well,
right?
yeah, okay.
Know of, like, the Jolly Green Giant. He's a
Sure.
giant green bean.
Just a big green bean.
Big Jolly Green Giant,
You're
right?
right.
You know that. I don't know if you've ever seen the ads. Ho
Yeah,
ho
but
ho,
I just
green
never-
giant.
I just never put it together. He's literally just a green bean.
Ho ho ho, green giant. And then there's that little guy, Sprout.
Oh,
Oh yeah. So there's this little guy, Sprout,
okay.
like a little asparagus tip looking fella.
I love asparagus.
And so he stands next to he's like the little guy, and then you got the green giant. You got Sprout.
Oh.
Or you don't know anything about
Not following. Oh, no, I understand. I can visualize it, but past that,
like
barely.
the green bean.
Just barely.
Oh, okay. Well, can I tell you? I'll tell you one story
Okay.
about the green bean universe.
Okay.
So they live in the land of the Jolly Green Giant. So it's his dominion. I mean, he's ruler because he's giant and Jolly Green Giant. Ho ho ho, green giant, right? And Sprout, that little asparagus tip-looking kid, he's just one of the people who. It's kind of like a feudal system. They're working the lands. All this produce, all the green beans are coming out of the land of the Jolly Green Giant. And Sprout, he's a member of a race of people who serve the Jolly Green Giant and work his fields called the Trids.
Okay.
Trids, T-R-I-D-S. So they're the Trids.
Should I write it down?
No, I'm just
Okay.
telling you. If you don't want to hear it, I'll...
Oh, no, I want to hear it.
Okay. So the Trids, they farm the lands of the Jolly Green Giant. Now, as farmers, these Trids, they're very interested in the weather.
Okay.
They really care about the weather because, that's why you have things like the Farmer's Almanac. Farmers want to know about the weather, like when's it going to rain, like what's going to happen. And they really take their job seriously, and they love farming the land for the Jolly Green Giant, and they're very content, very happy. But each day they would send a Trid to the Jolly Green Giant to ask him one question and one question only. And that question is this. They would go up and they go, "Hello up there, Mr. Jolly Green Giant." And he says the same thing, always says, "Ho, ho, ho, green giant." And then the Trid would go, "How's the weather up there?" He's up, he's closer to the weather. So they're getting the weather report from the Jolly Green Giant. And the Jolly Green Giant, every day, he'd do the same thing every day. He'd bend down, pick up the Trid, and he'd kick him. Just boot them. So they got their little asparagus tip heads. He'd kick them and they go, right in their little tip heads. And then the other Trids would have to come and dig them out. But they really want to know the weather. So 2 things you need to know about Trids besides they're farmers. They're not really bright.
Okay.
Yeah, simple folk.
Simple folk.
The Trids.
Okay.
Number 2, they're also Jewish.
Okay.
Okay, that's their faith. They're Jewish people. And so they have a rabbi. So every day they have a new person, new trid, go up and ask, "Hello, Mr. Jolly Green Giant." "Ho, ho, ho, Green Giant. How's the weather up there?" Picks him up, kicks him. Woo, woo, day after day. Well, the trids, they're like, "Hey, we just want to know the weather, and this is a problem." So they go to their leader, their rabbi. I say, "Look, Rabbi, every day we go, 'Hello, Mr. Jolly Green Giant, how's the weather up there?' Ho, ho, ho." Right. So they're getting really frustrated. So the rabbi's like, "I'll find out what's up." So the rabbi goes up to the Jolly Green Giant, and he says, "Hello, Mr. Jolly Green Giant. Ho, 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 Green Giant. How's the weather up there?" Jolly Green Giant bends down, picks the rabbi up, and says, "Here, see for yourself." And the rabbi's like, "Okay, wait, what just happened? Jolly Green Giant, like every day my trids are coming to me and they're telling me that, you know, they just want to know the weather from you and they greet you, 'Ho, ho, ho, Green Giant, how's the weather up there?' And you pick them up and you kick them. Like, what's going on? What's happening here?" And the Jolly Green Giant just looks at him and says, "Silly rabbi, kicks her for trids."
That whole time, I spent telling myself no matter what the punchline was, I wasn't gonna laugh. Then you got me. That's not where I thought we were going. That is not where I thought we were going. I did not know where we were going. It wasn't there. That's a long build-up.
Oh, I only told like half the joke.
That's not even the punchline. That's true.
I thought that's
The
just
next day.
That's just the setup.
You told that well.
Thank you.
Good story.
Good.
That was good. Tell that to your friends and family if you can remember it all.
All right.
I like the long joke. I'm a fan of the long joke.
Are you? Because
Yeah.
I have a bunch.
I really am. I don't tell many jokes, but there's one that I tell that every time I tell it, I have to prepare to tell it because if I don't, I won't tell it right because it's so long. It's so long. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. Don't worry, I'll tell it sometimes, but I can't tell it right now.
Because we just did one.
Because we did one, and I won't do it right because I can't remember the whole thing off the top of my head.
Right on. Okay. It's not Monday.
It's not.
If it was, we'd do some motivation.
We would be motivating.
It's not Tuesday.
But it's not.
It's not Tuesday.
No, because we don't have any tips.
Well, yeah. Don't if you're a trid, don't ask the Jolly Green Giant how the weather is. Yeah.
Okay, well that's one.
That's a tip.
Okay.
But
It's
it's not Tuesday. It's not Wednesday.
It's
right.
not Wednesday
It's
either.
not. It's not
right? 'Cause
Wednesday. No.
Wonderful. No.
This is not.
It's not
This is
wonderful,
not
so it's
wonderful at all.
Wednesday.
But it is Thursday.
Oh, what do we do? What do we do on Thursdays?
I think you know.
I don't remember.
You know?
After that long joke, I don't.
Eric, what do we do? Oh, heads up! Oh my goodness!
Eric! Oh!
He threw it back.
He threw it back.
That's right.
My goodness, you gotta warn a gal.
Yeah, throwback
All
Thursday.
right, well, at least I remember now.
Okay.
We throw it back.
Welcome to This Is the Day. Well, they don't even know what that is yet.
Well, it's a show.
This is a promo for it.
It's a promo for a daily talk show with my man, Drew Crisp.
And Bo Chansey.
That's me.
Daily dose of communication and encouragement from us.
Here at MCC. Hey, we know that you guys may have a little more time on your hands. They're on the interwebs. So we're going to be coming to you live 8 to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday with some scripture, some news, the weather, some banter.
Some banter.
Witty banter, potentially.
Potentially. No promises.
No, I wouldn't guarantee that, but it could happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we hope to see you every day. Join us Friday for the first one.
We're doing it this Friday.
Yep. It's gonna be
We're
great.
doing it this Friday.
And then Monday through Friday after that. Hey, this is the day. Let's make it a great one.
I don't know why I just did that. That was, yeah, I will. What is that?
That was our very first promo.
The very first.
Right, where I think most people just assume the weirdly paced, awkward pauses would go away.
But I don't.
They stay.
They're here. The problem is that we're all too good at.
Oh yeah, you just fall right into that.
And yeah.
I think everybody's like, well, now, where's that witty banter they promised?
We've been watching the show now we're on month, what, 8?
We're nearing the 200th episode of this bad boy. Where's the...
Still not seeing any witty banter.
There's been banter, but not a lot of wit.
That is the original.
That was the first one, which was not planned.
No.
No, not planned.
No.
At all.
That's where it originated.
Because what happened is the day before we recorded that, we said, hey, maybe we should do a daily show.
And then we're like, okay, so tomorrow sound good?
Let's do a promo for it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay.
Hey.
I think it's because we were shooting from the hip.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Shooting from the...
There's a good song called Shoot From the Hip. Go listen to it. It's by Peabody, all caps. Peabody, but no Y.
Excuse me. Featuring who?
It's not featuring.
What? It doesn't feature anyone?
It doesn't feature
Can't
anyone.
be a real song. I'm out.
He's an independent artist, and he's wonderful. Lots of good music.
Okay.
He's a Christian artist, but he is mainly rap. So it's
Sorry,
pretty cool.
this made me laugh. He's a Christian artist, but I swear he's actually pretty good.
He's a Christian artist, but it's.
Well, you might actually like it.
No, he's a
what I thought.
rapper. It's really cool, but not a rapper like NF, like pretty hardcore. It's very lighthearted and feel-good music. I don't know. It's really good. But he has a song called "Shoot From the Hip" that's really cool. I like him.
Sweet.
Yeah, you're welcome, Peabody.
Does he include long pauses? Because Ace says that's the secret.
The secret?
Yeah, long pauses.
No, but maybe he'll see this and then he'll, on his next album.
Long pauses.
It'll be called Long Pauses.
Oh, it'll hit. It's like you're like playing it for somebody and you're like, wait for it. Wait.
You're like, no, it gets good. You ever play a song for someone and you're like, okay, it's gonna drop in a second, and then the part that you were waiting for comes and you're like, it's not that good.
Or
it's not that good.
Right, or you're like really excited about it, and right when it's about to happen, they turn and say something to somebody else or look at their phone, you're like,
you don't want to
last time I share anything with you. Okay.
Then you sulk, as you should.
I'm not a sulker. That's not true. Okay. Oh, you know what this is?
Oh my goodness, it's a union leader.
Right on. I love your enthusiasm.
I do love the union leader.
Enthusiasm. Union leader. Paper of the people. Trying to see if there was anything here I wanted to talk about. Nope.
There's nothing.
Hard no.
Nothing good on the.
I didn't say there was anything good. Just nothing I want to talk about. Well, a small prayer.
Okay.
When we trust in you, Lord, we let go of our pressures and anxieties. Amen.
Amen.
That's a fact, Jack.
That's a fact.
How silly is it to say we trust God with our, the most important thing, our souls. Yeah. And then he says, okay, cool. So give me your burdens and your anxieties. I'll take them.
No.
Oh.
My soul you can have. My anxieties are mine.
Right.
I like to keep them, please.
I must fester them.
Giving my
Nurture
anxieties away gives me anxiety.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna have to just nix that. No.
Then what would I do?
If I wasn't anxious, what would I feel?
That's terrifying.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I'm anxious just thinking about it.
I know.
But here's my soul in my entire life, and
you can have that.
I would like the reward.
You want to chuckle?
Yeah, I don't know if I will, but
all right.
I'd like to.
This is important for you to understand.
Yeah.
Because you're moving on up there in the years.
Okay.
You know you're getting old when you go to a class reunion and they have a nurse's station next to the bar. Yeah, I didn't get it either.
So you were just gonna, what if, you set me up like I should be learning a lesson.
I don't, what? Are you like a class reunion gal?
Oh, absolutely not.
You're gonna hit those up?
I'm not. If I ever come into work and you say, hey, what are you doing this weekend? And I say, oh, going to my class reunion. stop me somehow. You have to. No. No.
I just think it'd be. I just would want to hear the
No.
stories. I want you to run into the girls who made fun of your shoes.
Oh, I'm going.
And
no, I'm going.
I just want you to
I
go
will
up
be
to
there.
them and go, you see this? You see all this? Get wrecked, nerds.
And they're like, we don't care.
going.
You're like 5'2" and you're wearing the same shoes.
Yeah, but I'm
Wrecked,
happy.
nerds.
I'm happy.
I'm having a great time. How's your life? They're like, great. I'm like, I'm happy for you. And now I'm leaving.
Enough said.
So I will be actually going. Sorry, I lied. I will be going to my class.
I never went to any.
I don't know. I took a really hard stance on it. I have no idea if I would go or not.
Yeah.
It would depend on how many other people that I'm still friends with that were going. I wouldn't go and just be like, oh, you that I talked to once. This is fun.
I know, I'm so awkward. Like,
Yeah,
in
yeah, I'm
general,
not
like,
good at, yeah.
That was my thing.
That
I was
may
like,
not be true, though. I might have a good time. Okay, I don't, this is like stressing me out.
Oh, don't, yeah, put that on Jesus. If he
Jesus, I
says
need to go to
go,
a class
like,
reunion maybe, but
yeah,
you're gonna have to tell me.
You don't have to make
or
any decisions
guide
right
me in
now.
that.
Like,
Perfect.
if you receive an invitation, ask him, should I go or not?
Should I
If
go
he
or
says
not?
yeah, then
Great.
go have a ball.
Okay.
Be fine.
Will
Be
do.
lighthearted.
I'm not stressed anymore.
I mean, now I live 2,000 miles away from where I went to high
That'd be
school,
tough. It would be tough.
so
Good thing everything's on Zoom now.
yeah.
6,000
Boy, I don't wanna
person
do
Zoom.
that.
You're like,
Okay. Oh, it's the New Hampshire weekend edition.
cool.
Yeah. So, yeah. There's a lot of stuff not happening.
I don't want to hear about it.
I can tell you that. There is one article I did want to highlight, this family circus thing article.
What? Oh,
So good.
what is it?
Family circus.
Not, but it's not an article. I don't think. I don't think it's an article.
So you say. This is great. This is a sweet little girl talking to her little bro. And she says, hey, mommy's bank is Bank of America. Grandma's is Wells Fargo. And mine is Piggy.
I like this one.
I do too.
That's nice.
Mine is Piggy.
There's nothing wrong. You know, there's no argument to be made. Her bank is Piggy. Right now.
She's Piggy.
She's small.
She's learning to save.
She's learning to save money. And where is she doing that? Piggy.
Piggy. Yeah. That's the name of her bank.
It's just correct.
That's right.
There's-
Can we show that again? I do want to point out one thing. Let's see it. You see what the little boy's doing though? He's a little shifty. I don't trust him.
Oh no.
I don't trust anybody with cuffs that big on their pants. And the posture he is looking over that bank, and right there in his brain, I see what's happening. He is actually, you know what? Now that I'm seeing this, I don't think she's even talking to him. She's talking to somebody else
She's
behind
not.
him.
And he's looking into the eyes of Piggy.
He is making a plan to crack that pig.
He is looking. He's talking to Piggy. He's like,
Gotta watch out.
I'm coming back for you.
Look out. Okay.
Bringing home that bacon.
Oh my. Did anybody hear? Are you live, Eric?
Oh no, I just said that.
No, he
Oh,
just
Eric,
said it
Eric
out loud.
Vines, our producer, said he wants to bring home the bacon.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Thanks, Eric.
Are you live? He's like, no, I'm just speaking.
Just speaking.
I'm
Okay.
just
Just checking.
speaking it out there.
I never know. On the back page, you usually get some rando facts. I got a problem with this though.
Oh.
This is called Snacks and Stars.
Ooh,
Okay, national news. It's from the New York Daily News, and
Okay.
we're reprinting it.
just okay. We do
Lady Gaga rolls out pink and green Oreo cookies.
that. I saw that. I saw that.
I don't even know how to process what
that.
is in this. I mean, what am I reading here? What kind of ragtag? I
think-
thought this was a premier paper of the people, and now Lady Gaga is rolling out pink and that's not an Oreo, okay? An Oreo is 2 chocolate cookies, vanilla cream filling. Now, if you want to double that vanilla cream filling, I'm all down. I'm down for it all day long. But that's an Oreo cookie. I don't know what pink and green Gaga cookies are, but they're not Oreos.
No, you shouldn't have read that because you just proved my
think-
point of that. You can have other flavors and colors of Oreos, correct? Because they called it an Oreo.
Yeah, I'm not listening.
Like on a widespread platform. Also, I think that came from a New York paper. I know it wasn't the New York Times, but I am going to say that it was to prove my point further, even though it's false information.
Well, just because ignorance is widespread does not mean it's right. I mean, you got a whole group of people who pronounce Reese's Reese's.
At least we
That
know
doesn't
we're doing
make it
it
right.
wrong.
Okay. Group ignorance doesn't make it better.
I'm not ignorant to it. I know.
Hey, if you're looking for some mock assassins, you can head over to the Ocean State job lot.
Okay, so for the people who have no idea what you just said, what is a mock assassin?
Mock assassin.
What is it, though? Just describe what that is.
Well, it's like a leather, comfy shoe you
Oh,
put on your
okay.
feet.
Yep.
A lot of people wear them as like house shoes or slippers.
Okay.
I got some UGG mock assassins, man, my favorites.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting another pair for to wear out of the house.
The outerwear lounge shoe. Sorry, in my head that was gonna be just a sentence that came out of my mouth correctly, and then I said like 9 words incorrectly. So I'm just gonna. What's the next thing we're doing?
Okay. Little day with Jesus.
Okay, perfect.
That's sweet. All right, here's our thought for the day. When God calls us, he interrupts our plans and changes the course of our lives. It can be a troubling thing to be chosen by God. Word. But that's all right. He'll part the waters. He'll, keep you from burning up. And then our verse is Luke 1:28. It says, the angel went to Mary and said, greetings, you who are highly favored. The Lord is with you. Mary was greatly troubled at his words and wondered what kind of greeting this might be. There's always just, to me in the Christmas story, that's one of the things that strikes me just the hardest is here's Mary and the angel of the Lord appearing to her. I mean, that's not the freaky part. She was greatly troubled at his words and wondered what kind of greeting this might be. And what he had said is, you are highly favored. To be favored by God can be a very troubling thing.
Yeah.
But,
I thought of, when you were reading that, I just thought of a maze. Like, you can't always see the end.
yeah.
You can't always see the end, or you can't even see, like, past your next turn. He's got you.
Yeah.
I might have thought of a maze because I'm looking at this maze.
It's amazing.
That is pretty amazing, but also it felt like it applied.
It does. Absolutely. All right, you want to do a little Trivial Pursuit?
I would love to.
Okay, so we play Trivial Pursuit, 6 questions on a card. Encourage you, make a guess. I'm gonna guess at all 6. If you get all 6 right, you gotta type the answer in. If you get all 6 right, we'll send you a congratulatory Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box.
Yeah, we will.
Which I hear are fantastic.
You hear they
I've
are.
not personally done it yet with those. Had a lot of Fun Dips. No Pop
You
Rocks.
did. You had a lot of fun.
I got down on the dips.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to the rocks. So we have the original 1981 edition, oldest cards there are, and the 40th anniversary edition, the brand new cards hot off the presses, old or new, dealer's choice.
I'm going new today.
Going new cards. Okay,
I've got a new card.
play along.
Okay. Blue.
Blue, geography.
Which bombastic annual event celebrates community and self-expression in Nevada's Black Rock Desert?
Read that again.
Okay. Which bombastic annual event celebrates community and self-expression in Nevada's Black Rock Desert?
Burning Man?
That is correct.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
I almost said Lilith Fair. I'm just kidding. More about
Pink.
Pink, entertainment.
Which band apologized after issuing an automatic download of its new album to all iPhones in 2014?
You know this one?
Yeah.
Oh, I should know.
You don't know this one?
2014, which band apologized?
Yeah. After issuing an automatic download of all of its new album to all iPhones.
I don't. I'm guessing because I have no
Okay.
idea. I want to say like U2 or somebody big like that. Is it U2?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's you too.
Didn't know that.
What?
Shut up.
Okay, yellow.
Yellow history.
Which African American slave is recognized for playing a pivotal role in the construction of the nation's capital? Are these supposed to be like helpful hints on the back? Little.
No, there's like a little side note.
Okay.
It's like
What was
additional
inside?
information. What African slave is credited with helping build the nation's capital, like the United States?
Playing a pivotal role in the construction of the nation's capital, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna read, it says, he helped create the Statue of Freedom on the Capitol's dome.
Interesting.
So like, physically.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I don't know. I have no idea. Nothing. I'm coming up with nothing.
Okay.
Was he an artist then, maybe?
I don't,
You don't
know. I
Okay,
really don't know.
Well, we got to move along.
Do you want me to tell you?
George Washington Carver.
Philip Reed.
Philip Reed? Never heard of him. Yeah. Okay. New
Okay.
information for me.
Purple.
Purple. Art and literature.
What fictional Canadian village is at the center of Louise Penny's mystery novels?
Louise Penny's mystery novels? So this is a fictional village in Canada?
Yep.
Claremont.
No.
Okay. I didn't know. I'm just...
It's called Three Pines.
Three Pines.
Yeah.
Okay.
3. Green.
Green. Science and nature.
Which New York City oasis was the site of a big discovery in 2002? A tiny centipede that became its first new species discovered in a century.
Central Park.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. A tiny centipede. Okay, orange.
Orange. Sports and leisure.
Which style of felt hat is identified by its short crown and narrow brim? I'll read it again. What style of felt hat is identified by its short crown and narrow brim?
Short crown and narrow brim. The bowler. I don't know.
No, it's called the pork pie.
The pork pie.
Of course. Obviously, that style felt hat has a short crown and narrow brim.
The pork pie. I don't even know what that is.
I
Okay.
don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
All right. Well, if you did and you got all 6 right, let us know. And you get congratulatory Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box. And either I will write you a nasty note or you can write something nice.
How about both?
Both nasty.
Yes.
Just mean.
Why do you get to write nasty notes and I have to be nice?
You don't. I'm sorry.
I will be. I like to be
I
nice.
just was trying to balance things out.
I know. I like to be nice also. You're better at being mean. You called me a rat to start out the show.
No, I said you put the rat in brat.
So what does that mean if it doesn't mean you're a rat and also a brat? I'll take it. I had rats as pets. They were great pets. I'm not even kidding either.
Such a...
I actually had rats.
Get this girl a pony.
Please, I had to settle for rats. Linda, please. Linda, I had rats as pets. I need a miniature horse ASAP. I'm not well.
And that was the moment you overshared.
They knew their names and everything.
Oh my God.
They knew their names. They're so
Please
smart.
stop.
They're so smart.
What were
You'd be
their
like, "Come
names?
here."
Wait, they had names?
Mine's name. I named. Okay. Oh gosh, I wish I hadn't started speaking. Okay, so they're black and white, and I had little black dots. Well, not dots, but spots. And so I thought that he looked a little like a cow. So guess what I named him?
Moo? Did you name the rat Moo?
Yeah, I did. I didn't want to name it Cow, so I named it Moo.
Moo.
I'd be like, "Come here, Moo." They're like bound across.
They have these kind of teeth?
No,
Rat
no,
teeth?
no, no. No, they weren't like big like rats. They were like mice with slightly thicker tails.
So you had Moo Rat.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other one?
The other's name was Carter. I didn't name that one.
Oh.
It's just Carter.
Obviously, I'm the creative one here, naming my rat.
Where'd Carter get his name?
I had a friend that named. It was a long story,
Okay.
but yeah, she named my.
Just quick question. Was this friend real?
I don't know anymore. I don't know. your horse so bad. Oh God.
All right.
If you don't, I'm gonna have to make one up in my mind. And have,
Well, this has been This Is the Day, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Will you come back?
I don't know. I don't know.